Liu Xiaobo has a spirit that can't be shackled by prison bars. If you want to be a person with dignity, he says, if you want to be an honest person, fight for human rights and free speech, being imprisoned is part of that undertaking. There is nothing to complain about. Liu was speaking to CNN before being sentenced to 11 years in prison for what China calls inciting subversion of state power. The writer and literature professor is acknowledged as one of the key authors of Charter 08. It's a manifesto released in 2008 calling for respect for human rights and democratic reform. The charter reached a nationwide audience on the internet, gathering thousands of signatories. To the Chinese government, this was a threat it could not ignore. Liu and other leaders rounded up and arrested, his wife enduring the sacrifice with her own defiance. It shows they are very fragile, she says. They are afraid of a pen, a voice, a different opinion. I think they are more afraid than us. Liu Xiaobo has challenged the Communist Party before, spending 5 years in prison for supporting Tiananmen protesters in 1989. The Chinese government has hoped it could silence Liu. It has campaigned against awarding him the Nobel Prize, saying he's in jail for violating Chinese law and unworthy. His lawyer now fears what may come. Winning this prize doesn't necessarily help Liu Xiaobo get out of jail sooner. He says winning the prize surely won't help reduce his sentence. But the Nobel Prize ensures Liu's message has now gone global, and his struggle, he knows, will outlast any prison sentence. If you can be well in prison, he says, face it with a calm attitude, you can persist on this road and walk it to the end. Stan Grant, CNN, Beijing.